So even though it's very structured, it doesn't feel as structured. Lecturers aren't constantly looking over your shoulder, so you're very much relying on the other people in the lab to kind of get the work done. You just have the instructions, but you're there to try and sometimes fail in a safe way. Well, if you mess up, I think the first thing to realize, it's okay to get it wrong. Actually, in some cases, they are expecting you to get it wrong, but the most important thing is to stick up your hand and ask for help when it is going wrong. And the lab technicians or your lecturers or the teaching fellows who are in the lab are more than happy to help you and get you on track if necessary.
The best thing you can do when it comes to working in a group, especially for coursework, is to actually get to know the people that you're working with. If it's not someone that you already know on your course, maybe it's even just like finding out what their strengths are, or like even just common interests, just to see how it can work best for our coursework. So if you have to delegate any kind of roles within the task, then it's good that the person who knows what they're doing is the best person doing the job.
Group presentations is something that everyone's scared about, and usually their first time. So it's important to know you're not the only one in that position, and everyone's always a bit nervous. My top tips are to practice with your group before the real presentation. Take some time out, schedule some time, practice, run through in the mirror, run through with your classmates. Often some lecturers will break down your class into kind of smaller groups, so you're not presenting to the whole 150 people in your cohort, and that takes away some of the anxiety around presentations. And also, if you need support, you can talk to peer-assisted learning if they're available in your department. In my department, we had a personal tutor and a personal tutor group. They were like your mini family. If you always needed a base of support, those were going to be the people from both an academic and non-academic point of view within your departmental learning community that you could speak to. And then in first year, every 2 to 3 weeks, we would have tutorials where sometimes we would learn about referencing as a group and break down tasks that we would need to do further in the year. And tutorials were all about developing our skills.
One of the big differences, I think, is that lecturers have much sort of more in-depth knowledge on the thing they're teaching. So, and you can tell through their passion for this subject, which I think is really important and makes it sort of really engaging into the content that you're about to learn.
So at uni, you could be assessed in a variety of ways. We have everything from exams, essays, presentations, making YouTube videos, giving online presentations. So you can get assessed in so many ways. One of my favorites is practical exams, whether that's being in a lab and pipetting things. So many new ways